wife and I were at it again building another Lego set on our free time. This time it was the Home Alone set. The Lego in this video is LEGO Ideas 21330, Home Alone McCallister House. This kit contains 3,955 pieces and includes 5 minifigs. The minifigs include the lovable wet bandits, Harry and Marv. There are some additional neat elements to these minifigs, such as Marv has the option of having an iron imprint on his face, and Harry can double as a police officer to case the McCallister household. Kevin has his own minifig and sled to slide down the stairs. Old Man Marley is here to save the day with a shovel. And then there's Kate, Kevin's mother, Kevin's forgetful mother. This kit also included a couple of other components outside of the McCallister residence. The first thing we built was the OK plumbing van that the wet bandits used to commit their crimes. The last element we built was the tree house, complete with pirate flag. Overall, this was a very enjoyable build. Every day had a new surprise and brought back a great memory from the movie. It took us a little over 12 hours spread over 11 days to complete this Lego set. I especially love the instruction book. We started the build in the living room. The Christmas tree has 2 turtle doves on it, and it made me think, is this an homage to the sequel? Personally, my favorite Home Alone movie is Home Alone 2: Lost in New York. I try to watch that every Christmas. This grandfather clock is an example of a nice detail that they included in the kit. They also included the macaroni and cheese dinner that Kevin had before his hijinks started. There are some neat mechanical elements here that include the Michael Jordan cutout on the toy train set and the spinning mannequin to give the impression that there are people in the McCallister household. Building the upstairs also brought some joy. The shelving units in Buzz's room that Kevin climbed leading to their collapse and the release of the spider was part of the build. It has a mechanism that allows the shelves to fall. Later, we added more items to the shelves such as firecrackers, cash, and a motorcycle helmet. Keep the change, you filthy animal. There is also a spider on the loose climbing the walls. The infamous bathroom sink where Kevin applies aftershave was also part of the build. By far the most tedious and frustrating part of the build was putting the roof together. The roof took 4 bags, but even this had a couple of neat surprises. There is a can of pop with the battle plan and a lamp. The roof also lifts up so that you can see inside. The penultimate part of the build included what I always thought was the basement. I'm still not really sure what it is. Maybe it's an addition or an in-law suite, but a cool surprise was a light-up element of the very scary furnace. The doggy door by the kitchen Marv dumbly sticks his head through is also included. Another hot element is the torch that burned Harry's head and hat. The build even included the iron that falls down the laundry chute. The final bag contained 2 elements, one that was amazing and one that we didn't really care for. The first element is the treehouse, complete with pirate flag and zip line. There are even scissors for Kevin to cut the zip line. However, there are some really weird looking bushes and yellow lights that we strung across the base of the house. I think these are supposed to look like Christmas lights, but I don't think they really pass. I think they make the model look a little bit tacky, and I'm thinking about removing them. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And then I was very excited that one of the last pieces to go on the house was that poor abused statue. I didn't think they were going to include it, but here it is. It's a bit small, but it was such an important piece of humor in the movie. Overall, this was a great build. The house itself is very pleasant to look at and would look really nice on a shelf, of course without the weird Christmas lights. But it goes a step further when you can open it and see inside to see what you built. I only had one missing piece, but at one point our black lab Barry was chomping on something, so maybe he found it? Enjoy the time lapse of our build, and stay tuned for some trademark information. I hope you enjoyed that build as much as we did. It really made me a bit nostalgic. Is there a particular set you want us to do in the future? Leave us a comment below and we will consider doing that. Now, of course, we have to talk about some trademarks. As I mentioned at the beginning, there were 5 minifigs in this set. Minifigs are a registered trademark. LEGO owns a registration for the 3-dimensional configuration of a toy featuring a cylindrical head on top of a cylindrical neck, on top of a trapezoidal torso of uniform thickness, with flat sides and a flat back, where arms are mounted slightly below the upper surface of the torso, on top of a rectangular pate, on top of legs which bulge frontwards at the top and are otherwise rectangular, with uniform thickness on top of flat, square feet. Wow, that's a mouthful. On an easier note, 20th Century Fox owns a registered trademark for a series of motion picture films and pre-recorded video discs. Interestingly, they deleted the claim for pre-recorded video tapes and pre-recorded video cassettes. What are those anyway? It's also worth pointing out once again what a trademark gets you. There are separate registrations for Home Alone owned by other individuals other than 20th Century Fox. Notably one in Class 16 for disposable housebreaking pads for pets and another in Class 25 for clothing. So once again, not related to the movie. I also looked up the OK Plumbing and did not find any trademarks associated with that. So that's a fun fictitious trademark for you. Well, as always, LEGO is fun and trademarks are fun.